In this video, I will be explaining what is fill series in Excel. In order to learn about fill series, we should know what is a series. Series is a group or a number of related or similar things, events arranged or occurring in an order of succession. Let us see some of the examples of series. Natural numbers like 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n can be called as a series. Similarly, odd numbers can also be called as a series. And we also know that even numbers can also be called as a series. Now let us see what are the types of fill series. The different types of fill series are fill columns, fill rows, fill formulas, fill formatting and custom. In this tutorial, we will learn about fill columns and how we can utilize it to our full advantage with the help of some examples. Now we can see how we can use this fill series in our daily work, or while we are working in data, we can see how you can use this fill series. In any data set you would have seen a column known as a serial number, and there are different methods that the people will deploy in order to include that serial number into their data. I will show you how most of the people are doing with the help of scenario 1 and scenario 2. Let us take scenario 1. You can see that the data is considerably smaller compared to the other scenarios, scenario 2, 3 and 4. I have seen people doing this. If they are having a small data, some people would deploy it like doing this manually. Okay, this is scenario 1. Let us take a more optimal approach to scenario 1, which is scenario 2. I have seen people doing like this. So sorry that I have included 1 in the first row, and then I am going to drag it down. So I have seen people dragging it down. If it is some kind of, you can see this record has about 47 count. Okay, here you can see a handle here, and after you click on this is autofill options, and if you click on this and you can select fill series, so now the series has been filled. But I will not suggest you using these two scenarios while you are working with Excel. So which is generally a manual. Scenario 1 is generally a manual entry, and scenario 2 is just click and drag to the up to the last row. But I would not recommend these two scenarios, and I would show you how you can use it effectively with the help of scenario 3. Here I will be putting in the number 1, and you can see that this data is considerably larger compared to the data in scenario 2 and scenario 1, and I will show you the count of the data, which is 7991, which is considerably larger. And if you use the method which we were using in scenario 1 and 2, it will take considerably large time compared to what we have used. Okay, and now I am going to double click on this. Here this is called as a fill handle, and if you double click on this you will get the data, and just you can see the autofill options here, and you just have to click on fill series, and you can see I will scroll down to the last of the row, and you can see that the data has been populated correctly to all the rows. So I would suggest you to use this scenario 3 if you are a person who is deploying these two methods for doing a fill series. I would suggest you to do scenario 3, which is the most effective method compared to these two scenarios. And how these numbers are being derived, like it can be a 1 or 3 5 7, but it is not 1 3 5 7. It is not an odd number, it is not a even number series like 2 4 6. Instead it is consecutive numbers. This is decided with the help of, I will select these column in order to show you. Here you can see in the home tab there is the editing section, and here if you click on the fill series, you can see that automatically the series has been selected as columns because we have selected the columns. Okay, and you can see that the type is linear, the step value is 1. Okay, that's why you can see there is an incremental value of 1 in this series. There is another possibility for including the series in the columns. For example, I will be including the combination of text and number, and I'm just going to double click the data here, and you can see that the fill series has done the right job here. This is all about it, my friends, for this video about what is known as the fill columns and how to use it. You can use it effectively. I think hopefully you can find it useful in your daily work, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching the video, my friends. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to keep yourself updated on my future content, you can subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications.